Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today is going to be a get ready with me on the look you just saw. I haven't done it yet. My husband recently went back to Puerto Rico to help some family over there. If you don't know, it's pretty bad over there. So he went over there to help some family and to bring a family member back who needs medical assistance and couldn't get it in Puerto Rico. If you guys missed my influencers for Puerto Rico video, I will leave it in the eye up here if you want to go ahead and check that out. I just talk more about what's going on over there. And I have been leaving the links for reputable charities if you guys want to help donate there. I left that all below for your reference. My husband just came back yesterday, so today we are going to go out and hang out as a family, and so I'm going to get ready for that with you guys. This will probably be a voiceover because I'm watching a movie. Not really in the mood to sit and talk. I don't know. If you're excited for this get ready with me, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and let's get into the video. Now I'm going to start to prime my eyes. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 10 Light, and I'm just taking this on my eyes and then rubbing it in with my fingers. Then to set that, I'm going to use the Coty Airspun Powder with my Real Techniques brush all over the lid just to set the lid. Now for my transition, I'm going to go into the Tarte Clay Play Face Shaping Palette. I'm taking the shade Terracotta, and I'm putting that above my crease but under my brow bone highlight just as a nice transition shade and just blending it out. And for my crease, I'm going to take the shade Ember from the Tarte palette, and I'm applying this in my crease just under where I put the terracotta color. And I put this just slightly over my crease as well so that you can see the crease work when I look straight ahead. Now I'm just taking this brush with no additional product and I'm buffing out the edges of the Ember shade just so everything looks nice and blended. Now for the outer V, I'm going to go ahead and take this Real Techniques brush into the shade Ember, and I'm just applying this on the outer quarter of my eye, going almost halfway into the center of my lid. This is going to go underneath the black shade, so it's just going to help the blending process. Again, taking this Wet n Wild brush with no additional product and just buffing out the edges of what I just did. Now with this flat edge brush, I'm going to go into the shade Onyx, and I'm putting this on my lash line. And I'm sort of making a wing. I'm just marking out where I want the darkest color to go. And then I'm just buffing out the edges of the line I just put down. Now I'm going to take a more fluffy brush. This one is from Royal and Landicle. And now I'm going to start packing on that darkest shade, the black. And I'm just concentrating this in the outer V and it's trying to stay under where I put the shade Timber so that it blends nicely. Now with the same Real Techniques brush, I'm going to go back into the shade Timber and just blend out the edges of the Onyx color that we just put down. I'm going to go back into the shade Terracotta and just build up my transition shade a little bit more and just make sure everything is blended. Now to highlight my brow bone, I'm just going to take the shade Sand here on a fluffy brush and go ahead and highlight that. Now I'm going to go back in with the same brush with no additional product and just clean that up. And now I'm going to do one eye at a time. I'm going to take the glitter stay from Hard Candy. I'm applying this on the inner corner of my eye, going about halfway through and applying the shade Solstice. I started with a brush and realized that I didn't like it that much. So then I switched to my finger, which applied more pigment. So I would suggest just going in with your finger on top of the glitter stay to really make that color pop. I then take the same brush with no additional product just to clean up any harsh edges that I have, and then I do the exact same thing to the other eye. Going back into the shade Ember, I'm just going to take this to buff out any harsh edges between the light color and the darkest black. And then I'm just going to highlight underneath my arch using the shade Instinct, which doesn't show up that well, but it's okay. Then I clean up any fallout that I had with a makeup wipe. To add some moisture to my face, I'm going to use the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Water Gel and just apply that on. And then I'll go ahead and apply my Hard Candy 12-Hour Primer that I love so much. Now for foundation, I'm going to use the number 7 Stay Perfect Foundation in Warm Ivory, and I'm just applying this with my favorite e.l.f. brush and then bouncing it in with my L'Oreal sponge. And I'm going to highlight my face and conceal with the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 10 Light. I'm applying this anywhere that I want highlighted, the bottom of my cheeks, around my nose, my forehead, chin, and of course under my eyes to conceal my dark circles. And then I just blend it in with my L'Oreal sponge. Now just to give a little bit more of a highlight to the darkest part of my under eyes, I'm going to use the Eye Duty Triple Remedy just on the darkest part of my under eyes. And just apply that with my finger, and then I'm just setting my under eyes here with the Coty Airspun powder. I am going to be using a air cushion blush, so I'm not going to be setting my entire face at this point. Now I'm going to be applying this blush from Airfit. It's from a company called APU. I did a video on this recently. I will leave it linked down below. And I'm just applying this with the sponge that came with it. I really like this color. And then after that, I'm going to set my entire face using the Coty Airspun powder on a bigger, more fluffy brush. This one is from Flower Beauty. Now I'm going to take this shade here from the Tarte Clay Shaping Palette, and I'm going to be contouring my face. That is the shade Desert, and I'm just outlining the perimeter of my face using that contour shade. Now I'm going to go in with my bronzer. This is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I'm sort of going over where I just put the contour and blending it into the blush and making my face a little bit more warm. And then after that, I'm going to apply the Essence Pure Nude Highlight in Be My Highlight, and I'm just applying this to the tops of my cheeks, my nose, my Cupid's bow, and a little bit on my forehead and chin as well. Now to warm up my lower lash line, I'm going to go in with the shade Terracotta, and I'm applying this on the lower lash line. I apply more product on the outer quarter of my eye and then less product as I move into the inner corner of my eye. Now I'm going to take the shade Timber and do the same thing, but only applying it up to halfway, just to make my eyes appear bigger and more cat-like. Next, I'm going to apply the Master Precise Skinny Pencil. I think it's in the darkest black. And I really like this to tightline because it doesn't smudge on me. I live in a very humid climate and most pencils smudge on me, and this one definitely doesn't, which I really appreciate. Now to set my face, I'm going to be using my favorite Hard Candy Brighten Sheer Envy Spray. And to do my eyebrows today, I'm going to be using the Lala Fox #brown drawing eyebrow pencil. You guys, this brand went on sale at Walmart. If you can find this brand, I highly suggest that you pick up anything that you can find. All the prices were like half off. I definitely need to snatch up some more products. It's such a good brand. And then to set my brows, I'm going to be using the Essence Make Me Brow Gel. And I am going to be using false lashes today, so just to hide the band, I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. eyeliner and just lining the top lid of my eyes. I'm not doing a fancy wing or anything like that. I'm just getting very close to my lash line to hide the band. And then to put on mascara, I'm using the Mega Length Wet n Wild mascara. I really like this mascara. Thank you, that Taylor, because she suggested it and I love it. And for my lips, I'm going to be using the Revlon lipstick in Brazilian Tan. It is one of my all-time favorite nudes. I love it so much. And I'm just applying this lip gloss on top of it, just to the center, to give it a little bit more oomph. I love this lip gloss as well. And to complete this look, I'm going to be using the Salon Perfect Demi Wispies. I love these. They're so pretty. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. This sort of get ready with me tutorial. I think everything came out really nice. I love the dark smoky eye, but it's still wearable. You know what I mean? And I am in love with these lashes. They are so beautiful and they just lift my eyes like up and nice. You know what I mean? Like They're so pretty. They make my lashes turn out and up and make my eyes appear more sultry, and oh, the look came out so good. That is it for this tutorial. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. I'm going crazy. Crazy. If you did, make sure you give it my hands, because they make my eyes sort of torn out. No, that's not right. My husband wonders why it takes me so long to get ready. It takes forever to blend your eyeshadow. The one thing you guys don't see is the 20 hours it takes me to blend each eyeshadow.